significant shift in the overall jet stream weather pattern around the globe, specifically the northern hemisphere, right at about Halloween time has caused a fairly significant shift in the weather pattern. The high amplitude ups and downs of the jet stream are becoming very prevalent across the region, and we happen to be in the northern plains, upper Midwest, Great Lakes in an area that is now getting some colder than average weather for the first time in a long time. With that colder than average weather has come at least one round of snow already into the northern plains, upper Midwest, and there may be more coming. So it looks like now, after many months of mostly above average temperatures, November is beginning to look like it's going to slip toward average or even colder than average. So that is a significant change. Here we sit this weekend with cool temperatures, not frigid. It's above freezing daytime, but it gets cold at night. And that cold will be reinforced through Tuesday. A modest warm up through the middle part of the week. Not sure how much of this warm air will get up into North Dakota. Some of it may, but it certainly looks pretty mild into South Dakota Wednesday. Some 60s, maybe close to 70, probably not that warm. But that will then retreat, and the overall split flow pattern right now is not going to allow this warm air to come much further north. And just the season, the absence, that low sun angle, the absence of radiational heating will keep the northern plains in southern Canada relatively cool, even at times when the jet stream goes pretty far north late in the week. Note this dip in the jet off the west coast by the weekend. That becomes significant. Let's take a look at what happens precipitation-wise. Scattered areas of light precipitation in this cool air in the northern plains, but it won't amount to much. The only real rain system is along the eastern seaboard, so most of the week is expected to be relatively quiet until this little notch starts to occur along the west coast. That may dig some rain down pretty far south into California, which I'm sure would be welcome news. But then what happens when that pattern begins to move out into the plain states? It could be perhaps another snowstorm for some part of the northern plains. That would be about a week into the month of November before that would happen. And I, of course, have no idea how much snow that might bring, but that's the way it looks right now. A colder, more active weather pattern for sure. So that second week of the forecast, 5th through 11th of November, we are going to get cool over most of the northern plains, upper Midwest, and very likely remain fairly cool through the period. So the overall jet stream pattern shift is resulting in an outlook toward colder weather, at least one or two chances of snow, and some of that may stick for a few days because we're looking at an overall colder weather pattern regime, meaning in some areas temperatures might even stay below freezing days for at least some of the next couple of weeks.